Okay, now we're ready. Okay, so this is where the game starts after you do the first initial tutorial. Um, the way it worked for me was I was able to download the game, start the tutorial. The tutorial is a little confusing. You will die most likely during it, and then when you finish the tutorial, you might not be able to access the main game. It might still be downloading. So that was a little confusing in the beginning. Perfect example. The other thing that is confusing about these tutorials and how these games work is people are allowed to leave these messages. Some of them are useful, some of them are totally useless. So you're going to come across a bunch of those, especially when you're starting the tutorial and think that it's like an important thing for you to read. It's not. But if you do have your message read, you will be able to basically have your health replenished. So it actually is kind of important for your messages to like leave a message, I guess. I've never even done it. But yeah, so you're going to do the tutorial, and then this is where the game starts. You're going to come out here, and then there's two important locations you have to go to right off the bat. Well, first, I'll take you to this thing real quick. These are your... This is where you rest and level up. Everything in this game, like, so your currency is considered a thing called runes. Runes are used to level up, and it's also used to buy things from merchants. Okay? But yeah, so you come here, you can pass the time, and then whenever you do pass the time, it levels up all your health. There's no like health that you find out in the world. You get these items that I just pulled up on my screen, and this flask is my health. I have 3 of them. Once they're out, they're out. The only way for it to come back is if it regenerates. So that's one of the things, many things that makes this game hard. Okay, now I'm going to take you real quick, right off the bat. That's a fucking... All the enemies that are really hard will be pretty obvious. You're not going to want to just run into battle with something that's hard. You're going to just die literally in one shot. I'm going to call up the horse, because I have it already, just to take you to these locations. Because these are the way to get this game started, and the way to do multiplayer is exactly what I'm going to show you. Okay, first you got to go to this. You can double jump with the horse, which is awesome, but you won't start off with the horse. Okay, so first you go here, get off this horse, and go to this guy, and he's going to have an item for you that you need.
It's always a pleasure.
Purchase. I'll just see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, this was it, the crafting kit. You're going to need to buy the crafting kit from him. That's like the first thing you should do in the game, is figure out a way to get the crafting kit. And then this item, Furl Calling Finger Remedy, is how you're going to be able to summon in other players. Okay? I know it's a little confusing.
Goodbye.
I'm going to pull up my inventory just to show you. So basically, all you have to do is collect a certain flower that's on the map. You find it like everywhere. So it's not going to be hard, but you have to have certain items in order to summon people in. That's the other thing that's a little confusing if you're just randomly starting. Like, you won't be able to just start a game and just have multiplayer. So that's why you got to go here first. You got to get the crafting kit, and then from there you got to find one of these flowers. Hopefully there's one around here. But it's a yellow flower. You'll find it all around this area. I'm going to get back on the horse. Alright. If I find one, I'll scoop it up real quick. Oh, there we go. I think I just saw one. This is the only item that you need to help craft. You need the crafting kit, and you need that flower, and those flowers will be all over the place. So, alright. That's number 1. Number 2 is going to be where to get your horse. Now your horse is pretty awesome. You can double jump. It's good for combat. I can just go right to this. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Done. And then some of the bigger enemies, you actually need the horse, or else you're going to get fucked up. So, just showing you real quick. Alright, there was another one of those flowers I could have scooped up. So you could either start from those grace points, which I showed you in the beginning of the game, or these statues. You'll find them throughout the game. That's another thing that's a little confusing. But everything will regenerate. Like if you kill all these guys right here, and then you go to one of those grace points or start over, all these guys are going to be here again. That's how these kind of games work. But there's one other grace point right over here on the left, which is where you go, and then it'll start a cutscene, and then you get this item, which is hold triangle. It's this thing on my right, which is how I call my horse. It looks like a little ring. So you're gonna have to come here next. That's it. Once you do that, the rest of the game you'll learn as you go, and just picking, like, there's tons of different items. Again, there's certain items you need just for. Let me go to my inventory. Well, just to show you how to craft this thing. Okay, I'll do that. Go to equipment. These are all your. So you could carry two items in each hand. And for another thing that's important is there's certain items that are better. Like they're better if you put them in your left hand. I have no idea why that's a thing. I guess it's a Dark Souls thing. But you'll be able to do specific things that you can't do if it's placed in your right hand. So I have a bow, and I have a sword in my right hand. I have a sword and a shield in my left hand. But yeah, then from there, you just go around and fucking explore the open world in this game, the map. You have to find pieces of the map. Like, I haven't found the one in the very beginning of the game, but I did find one out to the right, and then that unlocks part of the map. But this game is fucking awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need.